Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It is that time of the week. Thanksgiving is next week, and we ain't no job turkeys. It is the Know Nothing Show. Steve Benz, Eric Black, two dudes, two mics, kind of a half-brain thing going on. Eric, how the hell are you, my brother?
Well, I'm doing well. I think it's been a long week, and it's only there's still a day left. But it's all right. I'm doing good. How are you?
You know, I'm just living the dream, as they say. It's it's a sexy dream, and yet it's still a dream.
So that's for the Know Nothing After Hours.
Yeah, that starts at 8:01 tonight.
8:01 in the PM, wherever it is you're at.
Earlier today, before I came on air, I was talking about our meeting when I was doing my other gig, about us doing a meeting, and you were at a 7-Eleven, and I was at a 7-Eleven, and we could not agree on the Slurpee that we are going to share.
And in this case, just so everybody's aware, it was actually the same 7-Eleven. It's not like he was in one in Chicago and I was in. We were together at that point. So just to clarify.
No. When, as you can see behind me, we've got some of the call letters of where I'm at right here. But we cannot be in the same studio even when we're together. It is not allowed. It is against all rules, all FCC regulations.
Yep. And plus the station manager doesn't like that idea at all.
The dude's dick. Okay, he's a dick.
His name is Dick.
Okay. And we can say that on this show. We can't say it anywhere else.
Yeah.
I can't say the station out in Montana, the guy's a dick on his air. I can't do that.
No.
You can't say the guy in New Hampshire to just suck it. We can't do that when we're in their studios.
Nope. It's true.
Against the rules.
We can send them personal videos, but we can't say it on air.
Right.
That would be bad. That would be horrible.
And with all that, we are now a week, 10 days from the election. My God, people, let it go. Although, did you see Jon Stewart's reaction and his little commentary yesterday? Fantabulous.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
He should be on the nightly news.
It's kind of the legit nightly news. Yeah. I gotcha.
Legit the quick. He would be very good because he's very smart, very intelligent. What I thought, what he said made a lot of sense. I just say let's move on.
Yeah.
We have enough countries around the world that hate us. Even that little tiny fake country called Canada.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
So.
I was saying that earlier today too. It was like, I'm kind of just kind of ready to be over it. Just done. It's happened, and now we have to figure out what we're gonna do next. So
why can't we just grab hands and all we are saying is give peace? Well, no, not John Lennon. We should do We Are the World. How about that? Why don't you and I start a Know Nothing version of We Are the World?
All right. We'll just become the new Bono then.
And I could be Michael. We need to post the lyrics. And since you were reading lyrics before, you might want to read some of those today. I'm just saying. Wasn't that written by Michael and Lionel? Isn't that who that wrote that?
Sounds about. Let me access my database. I have no idea. No.
I was go. We are the world. We have no children. Right? Isn't that how that goes?
That's, I think, verbatim. Same pitch.
That was an awful song.
I thought that was them actually when you just sang that. So.
I really thought that was really, really bad. A bazillion copies of it. Probably most of our listeners, the females, bought that on a 45. You know what that is.
It's not a gun in this case.
And they cherish it. They're like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. And now you can get on KTEL Records at Walmart.
You can, actually. It's true.
Why didn't they they redid Band-Aid every 10 years.
Right.
So why haven't they been doing that every 10 years?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, who would be on it now?
Ooh. Well, obviously us. We would find a part.
We would be like Dan Aykroyd was in Band-Aid. People are going, who the hell's that in the back?
Right. I think
So
I think there should be more movies based around radio DJs.
Yeah.
That's
I think that would be good.
Specifically us. I'm just saying I want to get into some movies.
I mean, let's be honest. We are underweight, each of us, by about 150 pounds.
Yes, in comparison to the average DJ
Yes.
on air, yes. Absolutely.
You can't compare it to Howard Stern. If you notice, Howard has now let his hair go gray all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And it's not as curly as it was before. Stern, I love you when you were cool, when you were on regular radio, but come on. So we need to find out. We need some help. The listeners out there, you guys can find us all there. We need who's going to be on was it USA for Africa? Was that the name of the band?
USA for Africa?
Right?
That was the name of the band?
Isn't that what that was?
Yes.
So what American stars? We'd have to have it'd be mostly country stars, wouldn't it?
I think it would be, actually. Yeah.
We'd have to have Garth Brooks.
Of course we would.
He's the biggest star on the planet.
Still.
Well, you can't have. Well, I guess you could throw Bieber on there. It's North American. What? You need someone to hit a high note, unless you're going to hit it.
I mean, I can give it a shot. I mean,
let's hear it. Let me hear your high note.
I can give it. Well, see, the thing is, I have to warm up I have to drink green tea that's lukewarm, with 4 drops of honey, and then the week before before I sing, I actually have to I have to do throat exercises. So I can't really. I can't do it right now.
Huh.
Sorry, man. My doctor said no.
So, if I remember the reports from the first time that they did Band Aid, those were some pretty big stars. And they bitched because the catering was not up to snuff. And Bob Geldorf bitched them all out, going, we have starving people, and you're bitching about M&Ms.
Right.
Then, of course, USA for Africa, they had issues because the limousines weren't large enough.
Oh, well, I mean, we've had that issue come up. It's horrible.
Use a Uber limo. How about that?
Yeah, it's a horrible experience if that happens.
Yeah. So, who would we have if we did a Christmas thing with just American?
Do you think that these celebrities, would want to do something like that?
Depending on their record sales, yes.
Yes.
Like they don't have any.
Then they would obviously they would be in.
Like someone just said Willie Nelson. I thought that guy was dead.
He used to be. Yep, he used to be. He's not anymore. He's still alive. Yeah. He
So why don't we just bring back dead people and just like edit their line to sing?
Okay, we could probably make. Who's going to hold them up?
Well, Photoshop.
Photoshop will hold them up.
Yeah.
Adobe, you got this? Good. All right, let's do this.
Right. Yeah. Seriously, who would we pick on an American version of that song? I mean, I don't even know why it popped into my head, but it's there. Who's at the top of the pop charts?
I don't know.
Do we even know?
I have no idea. I don't pay attention to the charts. Charts don't matter to me at all.
Well, how about Drake?
Drake is on fire right now. I'll give him that. He's I don't know how he's doing it, but he's on fire.
All right, so we need to have Drake. We're kind of
Swift.
People keep throwing all this country stuff. No, this is a pop song. This is not country. We are not going to be singing about Christmas trees and our dead dog. We ain't doing it. Someone just said Matt and Gunnar Nelson. Seriously?
Wow.
We need someone from this decade. Isn't that what they would? Although they're very cool guys, but they will not let me be in the band because I'm too tall.
Because you're too
okay?
Well.
There's an issue with that.
That is unfortunate. Yeah.
So we're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
How about I was gonna say The Cure.
Ooh. Maybe
that would be kind of cool.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, I don't like Billy. I don't like Billy. You can bring the band, leave Billy at home.
But he has a studio.
It makes me want to punch a
Anything
baby.
free.
Just makes me want
Does
to punch
that
a
not
baby.
work?
No. Ugh. Well,
I don't want to bring in like Bruce Springsteen. He's already been on something. He's 87 years old.
holy cow.
And you can't have him, try to do Born in USA and he's got arthritis in his shoulder. He'd be like, "Hoy in USA, hoy."
But that's what pulley systems are for, because then it's just
So
flops up.
I'd throw in Daryl Hall and John Oates, but Daryl's 70, and he would want it on his Daryl's House show. So we couldn't have that.
Why?
It'd be too demanding.
That'd be awesome. That'd be a show inside of a show.
Right.
You could do that.
And then we'd have to sing some Maneater.
Well, that's true.
We could do that.
Well, we could do it on helium. That would change it a little bit.
Yeah, that's very true.
I mean,
but we're running out of. I was going to say who won Grammy of the Year this year. Does anybody care? I mean, doesn't everybody get a Grammy now?
I have one. I have a couple.
Like 1,500 categories.
Mm-hmm. Every single category you could possibly think of. It's much like your sexual orientation now, apparently. Everything is acceptable.
I would insist if we did that. I dropped my pen and I'm going to drop out of focus here, so people are going to be wondering what I'm doing.
I think we all know.
Would we put the original VJs in it?
Ooh.
Sure.
I think we should
Mark
try.
Whitman?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
I think I may have to tweet out to Alan.
Yeah.
What do you think about having Alan on the show? I mean, he's a very deep thinker, almost too deep for this show.
I was going to say, well, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should get him drunk first and then have a normal conversation for us.
Now, earlier today, I've decided we're going to do a live show. I'm going to be on site somewhere. I decided we're going to do this show. I'm going to go somewhere in downtown Chicago.
Oh, you crazy talk.
Now, you're going to be wherever you are, so maybe we can find a venue for you and a venue for me, and we just light it up, brothers.
Yep. I will be in stall 4.
And we will walk in like rock stars, and I would like to walk in like Elvis with the cape.
Okay.
What do you think?
Oh, I thought. You gonna wear the jumpsuit too? You gotta have the jumpsuit on.
Well, the last time I wore a jumpsuit when I was a kid, it only went down halfway down my calf. I was a little too tall.
So those were culottes. At that point. No, that was not.
God. Oh my God.
Anymore.
I can't believe you remember culottes. That is funny. Someone needs to post culottes because that was funny.
I'm just saying that's what I saw in my head.
That was really
so. Fun fact about Nashville: the guy that actually designed that suit for Elvis is still here today. His name is Manuel. He's a high-end fashion designer here in Nashville. He does most of the country artists. He dresses those people, all that stuff. But met him, went to one of his birthday parties, and he's Mexican, so they can drink tequila. Now I'm white. For those of you that had no clue, I'm white. I can drink tequila. I do enjoy tequila, but the amount of tequila that these people drink is stupid. It is insane. But it was my birthday as well, so I was hanging out, having a good time, and I don't remember most of it. All I remember is they gave you like a little shot glass to hang around your neck, and everywhere you went, someone was filling it up for you. So you might as well not wear it around your neck. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
So was that one of those where you went from bar to bar?
No, it was his house.
It was his house?
It was his house.
How big was his freaking house?
It's about 85 of our studios.
So let me see if I got this right.
Okay.
He designed Elvis Presley's jumpsuit and got famous because of the ugly designs?
Well, yes, among other people. Johnny Cash is in there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but Johnny Cash didn't wear a onesie.
How do you know?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. We don't know what June might have done to him.
I'm just saying, June looks like a little, she can get down and dirty.
Having Johnny Cash on there would be all right.
Yep. Well, I'll get the. Hold on, I'm gonna look up an Exorcist here and see what we can come up with.
That would be all right. Johnny Cash, when he did some of those Depeche Mode songs, that was pretty cool. I like that.
Yep. Well, and at the end of his career, he actually did some pretty cool remakes and did some pretty cool stuff with other artists as well that I thought was pretty cool. Anyway.
Right, they just prop his ass up, and he doesn't even know what's going on. Kind of like Reagan in his second term. What? Whatever you say. Hell, we're just gonna bomb the crap out of him. It's like a replay. Just saying. No, we're not gonna. We're gonna trade guns for all this stuff, and we're gonna make sure that Bush's kid covers it up. Well, that's how it works. How did I just go to like Mayberry right there?
I don't know, but you're talking about a lot of the people that live outside of Nashville here. So you need to be careful. You're talking about my peeps now.
Hey, all I could say is come find me, okay? I know you people won't go past Indianapolis.
Well,
I know.
That's just too far.
Because that's just you city folk. You absolute freaking city folk.
It's good though.
So you got so we have to work on that. We have to think of a band for our Christmas anthem. I got yelled at for running Christmas music in July. Yeah, and then again in November. What is up with that?
It's July.
Yeah. I was the first DJ to play it. I don't have a freaking pen.
Here, use mine. Here.
All right. So, well, thank you. Yeah. So keep going.
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. I'm writing stuff down so that I get. There's your pen. It's right there. I'm writing stuff down so that I can remember it for later.
Yeah.
But I don't know what we're doing. I have no idea what's happening right now.
Today is really screwed up. It really is. I didn't even realize it was Thursday.
I didn't either. Now, here's the deal. I was getting ready for the show tonight, right? And I do a little bit of cleansing because apparently every now and again you got to do that as a human being. I didn't know that. So I splash a little water all over my face and call it a day. But I had a specific shirt picked out for this show because that's what I do. And I went to hold my daughter. She just turned 1 yesterday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you, Dad.
And so I was holding her, and she had food in either right or left hand. I don't know which one it was, but it ended up all over my shirt right here. Not this shirt, but the shirt that I was going to wear that I was like, this is it. This is the one that's going to get us noticed. This is the one that's going to get us syndicated in 100 countries. And now I'm wearing this one. So it's a little bit wrinkled, and that's why, because I literally had to pull it out of the new clothes bin or whatever those things are called. Closets? Yes, that's what they're called.
Okay.
And then I had to throw it on. So it's a little bit wrinkled, but I'm trying to start a trend.
Well, anybody that's looking at you, it doesn't look too bad.
Well,
I mean, you could say that my shirt's kind of wrinkled up too. Only because I was rolling with pigs today. So.
And why would you not? You're in Chicago.
And when you're in sales, you troll with pigs.
Absolutely.
You just smell the bacon, and you're like, all right, I'll go down there.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. Here's the pen. Just sign here. I'll do whatever it says. Whatever you want me to do, just sign the paperwork.
Just sign it. Just
make your X somewhere along there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so how do you feel? You're a dad. You have a 1-year-old.
It's a little insane actually because this whole year is pretty much a blur, and as I'm assuming that's a normal first parent type situation or third parent or whatever. But yeah, and I'm trying. So I get to watch my daughter during the day, but I also have a business that I'm trying to run. And if you ever want to do those at the same time, because I started my business and I had my daughter all at the same time, don't do that. It's horrible. Not that I don't like my daughter, but doing a business and having a kid all at the same time.
Yeah.
Nope.
I did the same thing. So I don't think I slept for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Because I was working nights at the time.
Yep.
And anybody that has kids, young kids, daycare was costing like $1,500 a month. And I'm like going, I like to eat.
Yep.
So I would get home because I was doing like overnights and stuff.
Right.
Way back when. So I would do my gigs and then I would do overnights. So I would be gone from like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and then I would just stay with her, much like you.
Yep.
Until someone came home, and then I would sleep from like 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yep.
That would be it.
Pretty much.
But during that time, I would be a host, and I would be a chef, and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the greatest invention ever. Everybody that's out there, here is the greatest thing I ever came up with. As your kids get older, anybody's even older, take a hot dog, okay, and then on half of the hot dog, cut the length of the hot dog twice. So then on one end, there's like 4 pieces. Okay. You understand how that works?
Okay. I think so.
So one end is full. On the other side, it's cut into 4. Don't cut it off. All right. Do you understand how that might look?
So you have one nub
like
and
fingers.
4 pieces. So
then if you boil it, it starts to curl and it looks like an octopus. My kids thought that was the greatest thing ever that I made octopus hot dogs.
Well, I have to have my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the shapes of dinosaurs still. I have to. Otherwise, it's pointless to eat it. It's just stupid.
Got to trim off the crust.
Yep.
Is that what your mom did? Cut off the crust?
Still, she every month she mails me a shipment of cut up sandwiches, so I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I just put them in the freezer and take a package out every week, and I'm good to go.
My mom was like, "Eat this or die."
Oh.
And I was like, "Mom, your cooking is pretty bad. I could die either way. Shut the hell up, Steven," which is how it worked.
Right.
We're up against the break. It is Know Nothing. Steve, Eric, stay tuned. Don't move. And we are back. It is the Know Nothing Show. Steve, Benz, Eric Black, Chicago, Nashville. I have a small head on screen. Eric has a large head on screen. I have a large mic. He has a small mic. That is all that I'm saying. That is the only commentary I have there, Eric. That's it. So,
well,
it helps if I actually turn your mic on.
Oh, so it's your fault this time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It wasn't flashing.
You know
Usually
what?
it's flashing.
That's all I'm gonna say because I don't even need a rebuttal because that happened. So I'm good. I'm taking karma.
Yeah, for some reason it wasn't flashing this time, so I have to check that out. Although we were screwing around with the microphone beforehand, so.
Yeah, but this wasn't my fault. Clearly, this was not my fault.
Yeah, it was absolutely my fault. So.
Yeah.
All right, so I did ask all my listeners or the fans out there. I shouldn't say all. I am sorry about that. Ours. I said we do need to figure out more American singers for our Christmas band.
Right.
So, and they couldn't come up with any.
Well,
they're all dead.
That's the thing. That's the problem.
Someone threw out Patsy Cline. I said, who is Patsy Cline?
Said who? Wow.
They all want country. I told them that you hate country. You want nothing to do with country. You will not pick up a banjo. You will not wear cowboy boots. You hate green eggs and ham.
Wow. Wow, that's a lot of hate.
It's a lot of stuff.
Wow. I don't hate country music. I just don't prefer it. If I need to, I'll listen to it. If I have it for my other show, I'll play it on my other show. I don't care about country music. I respect it as music, but I don't care. There's not a whole lot of now if you're gonna get like I was raised on country music, so if you go way back to like mid 80s, early 90s, something like that.
Oh yeah, because that's way back.
Way back.
Yeah, the 80s and 90s. Those are way freaking back, man.
Vintage. It's vintage now. They're all vintage. You can get them at Goodwill.
And, all the women right now are going, curses you. Curses. They're, these 80s listeners with their big hair. They're like going, my God, that was just 10 years ago when they realized it was 30.
It was 30. Yeah. That's a 30 for those of you that are keeping track.
Just saying. That's how it is.
So there's that.
But, you do look like Grizzly Adams.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Yeah. So right there, you could do country. I think he had a country album. So.
Well,
I'm just giving you suggestions.
Good for him.
I'm trying to help.
For him. Thank you for your help.
I could be your manager and agent.
Yeah.
All right. Someone just threw out Rick Springfield. Isn't he in his 70s?
I feel like he is.
Is he like 70 now?
I feel like I'm gonna have to internet this.
The classic rock bands from England they're all in their 70s.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney's 74? 74?
Sounds right. 70. Yeah. Sounds
right. He born at like 42 or something like that? Only because I know that because Jim Morrison, I'm a big Doors fan, was born in 42. He was born in 42.
The band, not actual physical Big Doors. I mean, I'm sure you do like Big Doors. So
I do.
You're a big Doors fan. Just the band.
I got a big head.
Well,
so that tends to be, I need big doors. I need Swing Out, both of them.
Right.
Like the band Swing Out Sister. I just dropped some 80s on you again.
Well, all right. That's fine. We'll go with that.
All right, so it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, with segment 2, I figure you had things to talk about for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What you're doing for Thanksgiving.
So, since this show started, I have been prepping.
Back in the 90s.
No, way back in the 80s. way back.
That's funny.
I have been prepping for Thanksgiving. Now, we've done this show for just shy of a year. I mean, it's coming up. It's coming up on a year.
Yeah, we got to make big digs on our anniversary show.
We got to do something. So, the Thanksgiving situation for me, at least this year, is a little crazy because now the entire family wants to come down here, which is fine. It's totally cool. It's better than going back to Iowa for me anyway. So they're all going to come down here and stay for like 300 days. So I went to the store the other day, and it's a store that sells some sort of flammable liquid type situation that you can drink and maybe even put in beverages as a tasty treat. So I went there, and I got about $80 to $100 worth of liquor. So I think we're good. So that's how my Thanksgiving is going to go.
So you drink a lot of Pabst, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I do. I like the $2 beer. It's great stuff.
We drank Old Kishwaukee, we called it, from Old Milwaukee, because there was a Kishwaukee River nearby, so we called it Old Kishwaukee. It was like $6 for a case.
Wow. What was the alcohol content? Like -4?
It was so bad. It was just so bad. Now, do you have a family tradition for Thanksgiving? I realize some people don't think Thanksgiving is that big. I know that our Canadian fans already had Thanksgiving, I think 2 weeks ago, but they're Canadians, so they just had maple syrup and waffles some sort. So.
That's right. Traditions, not really. Yeah. I mean, we're all just going to hang out. Usually, now there's a new tradition. It's taking pictures for Christmas. Because, I mean, I get it. The whole family's together, so we're going to take a Christmas picture and put it in some newsletter and all that good stuff. But I hate that.
Now, has your family picked out your shirt for the pictures?
Yeah, I mean, it's all the way down to the leotard, and then the socks or the footies, if you will. I mean, it's all lined up on the bed. It's all there. It's all right there.
I can see you ironing your leotard. Just make sure there's no creases, no wrinkles.
Listen, you don't want creases in awkward places, okay? You don't.
In case between your legs, it's a little long down there. You got to tuck, you got to pull. You can't have any sagging down there, brother.
Oh wow,
so you can't. Well, that's why we're jeggings.
Jeggings.
Nice,
Yeah. Yeah.
I posted a picture of me trying to put jeggings on. I got it up to my knee. That's as far as I could go.
Why were you putting jeggings on?
I was with my daughter, and she was
she
was looking at jeggings or something like that. So I was bored, so I slipped my foot into one. She screamed in horror. I, of course, put it on Instagram.
Right, of course. I mean, why would you not do that? It's your daughter.
That's what you get to look forward to.
Yeah.
So I'm just years later.
I'm just gonna put her picture in like newspapers.
Yeah.
Things like that. Just awkward photos.
Stuff. Now, can you cook anything for Thanksgiving? I mean, is there like a special stuffing of some sort?
Yeah. Delicious is what I like to call it. That's it.
So it's out of a box?
No, they come in a bag now. Yeah, it's in a bag. Yeah.
Nice.
Recycle friendly. No, actually everything. Well, most everything is homemade depending on time. But yeah, I think I
Can you cook?
yeah, absolutely.
Can you cook? Okay.
Absolutely, yep. And it depends
I mean,
on
most people, I would suspect most women look at both you and I and think that we didn't cook. Let me be very clear when I look into everybody's eyes. We were both bachelors and single on our own for a very long time. Okay?
Yes.
Do either of us look like we starved? No. No.
And
So
we're still
for us, there's a grandma's stuffing, which has now carried on because, as I said, I came from a fairly large family, and we all make the stuffing that my mom designed or whatever when we were kids.
Right.
It has pork sausage in it. That's all I'm saying. It's freaking fantabulous.
That sounds really good.
I'm like, can I just taste the grease, Mom?
Yeah. Wow.
So
how
that's
many people?
the good stuff. And then grandma always needs to have vodka. That's all I'm saying.
I could hang out with your grandma. I could.
And
do that.
it cannot be the cheap stuff because grandma goes, excuse me.
Yeah.
Grandma's not drinking this.
I'm 147, and I need the best possible vodka alive. So you stop.
Just having a bottle in gray letters saying vodka with a C, that ain't cutting it.
Yeah.
When I had grandma at my house in L.A., she wanted Stoli back then. And Stoli was the top one.
Oh.
Now I think grandma's looking for Belvedere.
Oh, geez.
I'm like, do I look like I have a credit card with any room, grandma?
Now, see, we should get credit cards. Not with our names on them, of course. That would be stupid.
Right.
We should get company cards.
Right.
From the station so we can go spend money on food. We'll just say the station's our food sponsor.
All right. So now you and I are sitting down filling out an application for Know Nothing credit.
Yes.
So they're going, all right, guys, what is the name of the show? It's Know Nothing. So the premise of the show is what? Two dudes, two mics, we know nothing. And how much credit are you looking for?
All of it. We want all of the credit. Every single
Can
bit.
Can you show us the revenue stream?
Yes. But I can't find it right now. I'll have to get back to you.
Right. We have an accountant in Poughkeepsie.
Yes.
Who will get back to you.
He'll call you and straighten this whole mess out. If you can just give us those cards, we'll be on our way. It might
Hence
work.
why we got to start hawking the shirts and the mugs and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? All of you listening, watching, you guys need to go buy some shirts and mugs so that my daughter can eat.
See, there you go. I like that. That's a good ad.
I'm not above it. So here's how not above it I am. So me and my lady go out to the bars every now and again, right? And she's pretty attractive. I don't know how that happened, but she's pretty attractive.
She is. She's very sweet too.
So we go into the bar kind of separately, but not really, kind of separately. So she goes up and sits by the bar. I find a table, booth, wall, whatever. She gets hit on. She says, "Oh," the guy says, "Hey, would you like to buy me a drink?" She says, "Yeah, I'll take two." And obviously they're like, "Oh, that's so awesome."
Right.
They buy her those drinks.
Right.
She says, "Thank you very much." Turns around and comes over to our table, my table, and we drink for free the entire night.
That is a good strategy.
I don't even remember the last time I paid for alcohol when I'm with her. No idea.
Well, one, when I met her, very shy, very tiny, dainty little girl, and I thought to myself, how did this guy end up with her?
I'm telling you, though, she will slit your throat. She's a little like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon type situation going on. She'll come at you like a spider monkey. It's true.
You know what? I believe that. I do. Because I thought I heard her hiss just once, and I was like, what the hell was that?
I thought I had a leak, but I did not. It was her.
So
it was
now
her.
You just got to move from drinks to steak.
So another funny story on the lines of moving to steak. So I went out for this job interview a while back, and it was at a bar. It was doing karaoke. And she came with me. We were hanging out, doing our thing. and we didn't really know what to expect. The guy just said, "Hey, meet me here, and we'll kind of talk about it." Well, long story short, I ended up getting the job as a karaoke host, which, whatever. We'll get that. Hold the thought. We'll get into that in a minute. And then the rest of the evening, again, we didn't pay for any of the drinks and all of the appetizers and things that we bought. There was like, I think like $150 worth of drinks and food that we didn't have to pay for at all. Just everybody else was paying for it for us. And we don't even know these people. We had no idea who they were. They were just paying for it. I still have no idea why they were doing that, but I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. So if you want to pay for my food, I'm okay with that.
Maybe they thought you were a swinger.
Well, so here's another funny story. No, I'm just
but I want to talk about the karaoke thing, but I want to take a quick break. Is that okay?
Well, I need to go to the little DJ's room, so yeah, let's do this.
All right, cool. So it is the Know Nothing Show. Steve and Eric, stay tuned. We'll be back in. Oh, it's a short break. We'll be right back. We are back. It is the Know Nothing Show. Syndicated rated, number 1 rated in so many markets. Steve Benz, Eric Black. Make sure you guys check us, follow us on Twitter, Know Nothing Show. Also on Facebook. We're out there. We are just about everywhere. Make sure you guys follow Eric on Twitter. Eric Black is here, there, everywhere. Isn't that right? Is that 140 characters?
Oh, are we
right?
Are we live right now?
Oh yeah, we're.
I should probably put some pants on.
No, that's not allowed on Thanksgiving Thursday, the Thursday before.
Oh, it's the Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, it is.
I guess that's the
kind
day
of
before.
Because we're not going to do the show as much as people would like us to be on Thanksgiving night because they're like fed up with their family. There's stuff with turkey.
Yeah,
they would like us on.
Yeah.
No, that's not happening.
Now, with that being said, however, you can still take a couple hours out of your night and listen to us. You can just go to our YouTube page and search. What's our show name? Know Nothing Show.
Nothing Show. But what we'll have our main station play a couple of shows that night.
That's good. So see, you can still hear us. You will not go in withdrawal. You'll be all right.
So go to YouTube, search for us, Know Nothing Show. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Because a lot of people say we're going to watch one link versus the other. This is a way to watch both of us.
Yeah. And
good.
you can still comment on it.
It's good. Just like you can, before I let the secret out that Eric does do some karaoke, he's going to be putting up some video of him. That like 2 weeks ago, we're talking about him singing Creed stuff. It is out there. So you just have to find him, Eric Black, on YouTube, singing Creed.
Good luck with that.
So that, or now, as I've suggested earlier, Eric Black sings Grizzly Adams. Right.
Okay.
Like, the theme song, whatever that was.
Sure. Yeah. Should be
How
good.
about Eric Black sings theme songs, TV theme songs? Like you could sing the theme song to, say, Happy Days.
Or something within 10 years ago.
How about Saved by the Bell?
Oh, that might be a good one. I need a cowbell and a ding bell. I need both of those things.
Didn't they have lyrics in that one?
They did have lyrics, yeah.
How about you can put lyrics for
Who's the boss? Charles in Charge.
Yeah, Charles in Charge. What a whack job he is. Okay. Scott Baio is so far right. It's like, what happened?
Well, I think, and this is just a theory, but I think the entertainment industry happened. I think that's what really messed him up. I could be wrong. It could be something else.
He's rich. Okay.
Yeah.
But still, it's like, bro, you were in Happy Days and Charles in Charge. That's it. And then he had some other reality show when he got married, I think, right? Was it like Scott Baio at 50?
I think so, yep.
Something like that?
Yep.
And he's, just way out there. And he's belligerent on Twitter. I think it's funny. Right. I think people take that stuff way too seriously.
Yeah. I don't think he cares at all. He's like, well, I mean, you decided that you wanted to join my Twitter, and this is what's going to happen.
Right. Right, which is okay. Much like if you post something up on Twitter or Facebook, it's your page.
Yep.
Okay? People fighting on social media, I find entertaining.
I do too. That's why I do it. I do things. I post things sometimes on purpose just to start a fight.
Yeah. Why not?
It's
fun.
Why not?
It's fun. I don't even follow most feeds on Facebook. I don't know about you, but I don't. Yes, I follow, but I don't follow. I think I follow 3 feeds. That's it. That show up on my news feed.
Yep.
I don't have the attention span to read the encyclopedia that people put up there.
Yeah.
Run-on sentences that people put on. I just say 2 things: learn how to use a comma and a period. Like, you could stop right there. Oh, but you won't. You'll just go on and on. Kind of like you being the karaoke DJ that you are.
Yeah.
So walk me through that, my friend.
Like from why and
like
how?
How'd you get that gig?
Okay.
So
once upon a time in a small town called Nashville, a young boy that goes by the name of Eric Black strolled into a parking lot and walked into a bar. It wasn't just any bar. It was the bar that was going to change his life for a short time. So when I first moved here, we started looking for jobs because you can't, if you move to a different state or sometimes even a different city, depending how far away that is, you can't get a job without actually being there. They want to meet you. They want to hang out with you. And if you're, I'll be there in 3 weeks. They're like, yeah, we're going to have like 5 people hired in 3 weeks. So no, forget it. So you actually have to move before, if you don't have a job, you have to move there to get the job. It's incredibly annoying and stupid. So that's what I did 8 years ago, whatever it was now. So, looking at everywhere for jobs, for doing this, to doing that, whatever it was, just to supplement the income, to pay the bills, my drug habit, my drinking, all the habits, my sling blade habit, things of that nature. So this ad comes up, or this post comes up. I don't remember where it was at, but it came across my desk, and it said karaoke host wanted, and it gave the description, all that stuff. You do this, you do that, and I was like, oh, I could probably do that. I was in bands and doing all that stuff, singing, blah blah blah. Sure. All right, cool. I'll reply, and the dude's like, all right, sounds good. I sent him whatever I had. I think I sent him a couple tracks from the band I was in at the time or whatever. But he's like, yeah, I want to meet up. So very vaguely, he's like, all right, cool. Come over to the bar, and we'll just kind of hang out. There'll be some karaoke. You kind of see what's going on. Awesome. Very cool. Didn't really know what to expect other than this is a job interview, basically.
Right. So
I get to the venue, and it's a small, like, hole-in-the-wall venue in Nashville. And it was actually packed. Like, there was a ton of people. I would say probably like 100 people, maybe 150 people even. It was maybe a Friday night, something like that. So there's a lot of people in the bar, and the way that the bar is set up is there's the door that you walk into, and immediately after you walk in to the left, there's the stage. And then everybody else is staring at the stage, which means if you come into the bar, they're now staring at you. You right. are the stage. Kind of annoying. So I came in, karaoke was already set up, already going. I come in, and immediately, I don't match anyone, any of the demographic. Not one that was there. I am unique in this situation. So everybody turns straight to me. All eyes are on me. And I'm like, hey, guys. I was expecting them to be like, Norm. They did not. So no cheers there. But I go and I meet the guys like, hey, do you guys know? I ran all the way back to the bar to find out who this guy was and where I was supposed to meet him. And they're like, oh, yeah, he's up there and doing whatever he was doing. Go up there. We talk. And tell him, what's going on. And he's like, well, can you get up and do some stuff for me? And I was completely not prepared to do any type of singing. I had a long day that day. There was a right. lot of other things going on, and my throat was just not ready to do that. But I was like, I guess, let's try it. So I sang like 2 songs, and he's like, all right, cool. And he gave me the job. And I worked there for about 6 or 8 months doing that all over Nashville. And then I decided not to do that anymore.
Well, I would think you would be a good karaoke guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're all right. I'm sure the women thought you were somewhat attractive.
Somewhat.
The guys might have thought you were okay, kind of cool.
Well, the more they drank, the better off it was for me.
Well, and the better they sang.
Yeah.
I last time I was in a karaoke bar, I was in Los Angeles.
Right.
Last time I was there. I got talked into it because I despise karaoke bars.
Despise them.
So I am in a karaoke bar with two singers that I know that you would recognize their name.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So the singers decide, you know what? I'm going to sing their number one hit with them in front of me. How dumb are you? Clearly, you think you could sing the song better than him.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, sure, why not?
So
and
you
of course,
you knew these guys were here, though, right? You knew that who they were, and
yeah.
Okay.
Everybody knew who they were.
Right.
Because they were just there, and they're like, I'm just hanging out. And of course, the first thing I'm talking to them, they knew who I was from the blended stuff. And of course, I'm going, why the hell are you here? Are you that desperate for entertainment to be sitting here? And of course, their answer, well, it's free food and drink.
Yeah.
Like, and you're British. Okay, yep. I get it.
Yep. Sums up
and
a lot.
And then you're going to sit there and you're going to sing your heart out to them and then some of them, they do voting and you can win a prize or something like that.
Yep. The hardcore people.
But that is just so embarrassing. And they just hit a wrong note and you're like, oh my God. Thank God I was getting free drinks because that was extremely painful.
Oh,
and you know, and I know that there's quite a few ladies out there that we know that would get drunk beyond belief.
Right.
Just to show up at those places.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm one of those girls. I am one of those girls.
We know you are. But me, I just, I would be quiet. I have not done like a karaoke thing. I've done some other, bar stuff.
That's very vague. That doesn't narrow it down at all.
Because
and the way you said it, I've done some other bars.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It was
I
got walked out of one. I was in one band where I was too drunk I fell off the stage. That was good.
You were too drunk and you fell off the stage.
Yeah, I was. It was get this story as we're running out of time. So one of my friends back in college, he had a band called Ian James.
All right.
He's the drummer, and it's a 3-piece band, okay? And he had been egging me on. I knew him in high school and stuff. And he's like, you think you're big man on campus, blah, blah, blah. You can't do anything. He's like, you could never go on the radio. I had a radio show. You couldn't do this. I did that. He was in a band. And, they were pretty good. He was a pretty good drummer and stuff.
Right.
So he goes, it's not like you could ever sing or anything. And I was like, all right, let me try. So, and they would sing at house parties and stuff like that. So I joined the band for like a month. He's like going, I really effing hate you because you're not as bad as I thought you're going to be. So he now gets a big gig, bigger gig with a stage and all that stuff. Me, I'm drinking I'm just having a good time because I would I would take whatever the lyrics and I would just go wherever with the lyrics sometimes. Because let's face it, I was just trying to hit on the girls. I'm in my 20s. Right. So I'm jumping in the crowd. So I'm leaning it forward. I said, down I go. Down goes Frazier. I do a header into the cement.
Oh.
And I still had the microphone. And I'm still trying to sing the song. And they're like, and all I remember before I went out was turn off his effing mic. My singing career was then over.
Well, yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I could have joined your band. So.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah, but we are
claim to fame. A whole month.
Filled. Wow.
I mean, you're a good singer. You're going to lyricist. I was not. So
I will. The karaoke world is a very, very interesting world to be in because it's not most of the people that I hung out with. Yeah, there were some people that would just come in every now and again, but the regulars, the people that followed this karaoke company around every night or every week or whatever, these people would get so pissed if they missed their turn. Like we had some malfunctions.
Yeah.
It would show up on the screen saying, "Hey, this is your name," would show up and you're next. We had some malfunctions with some of our software. Imagine that. We don't know anything about that here on this show. But there was a couple glitches, and so people's names got mixed up and messed up and all that stuff, and they didn't get their turn, and they went ballistic. It was ridiculous. All these people, I didn't get my turn. I didn't do it. I'm like, dude, first of all, calm down. This is karaoke, and you're not winning anything. I know this is like practice for you, but you need to calm down. So that was my first experience at doing anything karaoke wise. Is these people are crazy?
They're
crazy.
They all think they're great. They're going to win a Grammy. So
yeah, whatever.
But yeah, maybe we need to do that for a Know Nothing thing. The next time that we're together, wherever we are, Chicago, Nashville, wherever we're going to meet, we have to do that. All right. And then we'll vote right there. We're not going to turn your mic on. You can sing your little hearts out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, so we're actually out of time already. So why don't you throw out our social media stuff before we head out of here?
Well, you can find Know Nothing Show everywhere online. You can go to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. It's all Know Nothing Show, KNOW Show. You can also send us an email if you wish at knownothingboys@gmail.com. Now, last week, Steve, we were talking about people doing some segments for us.
Yep.
Can you share with them about that one more time?
Yeah, so we're just looking for people to do some promos for us. Just a little thing. You can do it on your phone. Just say, hey, this is so-and-so. I'm a listener. I'm a fan from so-and-so. I'm big fans of the Know Nothing Show. And just send it in. And we'll play some of those. And the ones that we air, we'll send you a T-shirt or a mug.
Yeah.
A coffee mug.
Or an old sock. We'll see. We'll see what's in inventory.
Yeah, I showed one of my other show mugs just so you guys can see it up on Facebook so you guys can see it's a nice big mug.
Ours are more colorful.
Yeah, theirs. Yeah, that's just a black and white. But, we are out of time again. I cannot believe this. But make sure you guys check out the videos out there out on YouTube. Share them up on Facebook and social media. We always we appreciate that. We're certainly looking to build out. We are on several stations out there, so wherever you are on the planet, we're there. We're out there. We will scare all of you.
Everyone.
I guess we should play the music before we head out of here. So then we sound really cool when we do that. So there you go. It's that one that goes, ha, 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 ha. Eric, always a pleasure.
You too, buddy.
You have yourself a great Thanksgiving. Everybody else, peace, love. We will see you next time. Have fun, everybody.